Welcome back, everybody. How's everyone doing? Happy Friday. Sorry, the mic got reset. Had to change mics there, but man, it's a big one today. It's a big live stream. We got a lot to look forward to. With me in the chat, we have Tristan. How are you doing, Tristan?
I'm good. Hope everyone's excited, because I'm excited.
You know it's a big stream when Tristan's here. You know we got some heavy things to talk about when we have him here to go through some things with us. Yeah, we had a little bit of mic issues at the beginning, but welcome everybody to the chat. First place, we have Simeon. Maybe a bit early. I did schedule it really early because that's how big this update is. Second place, Gerald. And then third, Cars for Live. Yes, here we go. The Megori XP farming. That's hilarious. Getting his chats up or whatever. Oh man, Bella, welcome to the chat. Good to see everybody. Thomas, good to see you. Catherine, Joshua, appreciate. I think it was Joshua. Or no, it was, yeah, Joshua said, can't wait. Sitting in the back of my semi truck watching. That's freaking sick. Hopefully you're having a safe journey on the road. Appreciate all the hard work you do. I have a special spot for truckers. They really carry the world on their backs in the trailers. So appreciate you. Emmett, good to see you. Sorry. Cheerio S, you're slow. You're late. What's going on, man? Chopped? Something like that. Good to see you, man. Stormtrooper, Christopher, Dante. Oh, we got lots of people. Appreciate everybody liking the stream as well. Definitely gets people in here. Oh man, Magnetic Banana. that's a good name. Justin Revs is in the chat. Let's go. NGRD Hank, good to see you. It feels like it's so long in between streams. It really is only a week. Well, let's get going on talking about some of this new stuff here. We got to get started here and go to Trusted Auto. So we are on a typical normal save. Actually, technically it's a challenge save. I need to boost up our cash because you're gonna need about at least 25 grand to interact with some of the new stuff we got going on here. Let me go and get us a car and we'll start talking about some of these changes. Oh, interesting choices from Trusted Auto here. We're just gonna do something cheap. The flatbed canopy, okay, we'll do that. Goofy little car. Have a little bit of cash left over. Oh man, you excited, Tristan? You ready?
Oh, I'm very excited.
We've been told, we showed this to a few people, and especially people that really understand the industry and such, and they said, you guys have crammed what, months of work within 1 week, and it really feels that way. We've been working really hard at this stuff. Little Taz here.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Just so much work, so much done, and honestly, it's just the start.
It's just the beginning. We need that on our next t-shirt. So let's first talk about some disclaimers before we talk about exactly what's new. So big disclaimer, remember these are betas. They may not work perfectly. They may not work with saves later on. Was that?
Not work perfectly.
Yeah.
Expect them to not work perfectly.
Yeah. Be really happy that they do work when they do work. Yeah, it's essentially, we have used this in previous saves, but if you really care about your save, make sure you back it up before trying any of this stuff, and be prepared that you might want to roll back a version. Also understand that if your save does start working, you start using it for a while. When our next betas come out, really fine-tuning these systems, making adjustments, it still might corrupt the save later on. So your save is always at risk when running betas. I just want that to be really clear because this one is a huge change. A lot of big systems that are getting adjusted, and just make sure we're all on the same page. Okay, so let's first talk about what I think is one of the coolest new things, which isn't really a game breaker, a game changer. Actually, first let's go and get CK graphics going. Go for medium cloudy. That's my favorite for West Coast. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, maybe it's a lot of bloom, but I like it. It looks good. The first big change is animations. So now when you open up your phone, bam, look at that. It slides up. I know it seems small, but it has a huge part to play here pretty soon with what we're going to talk about. Now, since we have the phone open, something that's really cool, oh, it's so exciting, is you see a new app. We have the bank app. So if you open up the bank app, you can create a new account. You can create a checking or a savings account. Now, right now, there is no real difference between these two. Later on, there will be some differences in functionality, but for now, they do work, but there's really no change or difference. You can go and name it. Maybe we'll call this our drag build fund. I don't know. You can put an initial deposit in. Maybe I'll just put only 1,000 in because we're gonna need our cash here in a little bit. Create account, and boom, you have your checking account. You set up a savings account too. Let's get a savings account going. We'll just name it savings. Rainy day savings. When you total your car, you didn't mean to, just put 500 in it. There we go. And now you can also transfer in between accounts, just like a real bank. For those that have bank accounts, you can pick which account you want to go to. You can put in how much you want to transfer. It's all seamless. It's all great. It's super easy. And then of course you can withdraw it back into cash if you want to get that cash back out. Oh, not zero. There we go. And it just works. And now we have 29 grand. The rest of it's in the bank. It's absolutely awesome. And this comes into real big importance with what we're going to talk about here real soon. Okay, let's head up the hill. You saw it in the intro video. We got a new place to check out. I hope you guys like it. I think it's gonna be really cool.
It's a very nice new building.
It is a nice new building. We're gonna first look at that, and then we'll talk about what the building's for. We're gonna do a little off-roading here. They're a little quicker. Honestly, I cannot wait to get back into my regular safe and start putting money in savings, because so many times you're building a car and you just kill the budget, but you're too invested. I want to get the engine. I want to spend all the money on it, and then you go to the track and it's terrible. But you spend all your money. You got nothing left. You start fishing through your milestones, hoping to get some cash out of it. Now you can really set aside budgets, or you can say, you know what? I just want to do my 30K build challenge. I take out 30K, and then there you go. You got your 30K to work with. So going to help with some of those challenges that a lot of people like to do together in single player and multiplayer servers. So looking really good. Yeah, bank accounts is just the start. It's one of those things that, like, it's so small yet so meaningful. Let's take a look at Fast Automotive. You see it here. It looks a little different. We went through and made some changes, made some adjustments, adjusted some of these buildings, and ultimately added this giant, huge garage. Just pull in here. See the lights kick on automatically. So check this place out. Plenty of lifts. You got 4 lifts. Oh man, I love this. This took some time, but we actually placed in the assets this time. Normally I just kind of put the point of interest here and then I move on, but I actually wanted to decorate a little bit. In hindsight, I just remembered there's more things I wanted to add, so expect some updates at some point if I remember. So you notice you have 2 computers. They're exactly the same, but they're just in different spots. Are we ready, Tristan? Should we do it? Should we start it?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's show it off.
So this isn't actually a player garage. This is a business. So we finally have the ability to purchase businesses. And these businesses aren't just passive incomes. They can be eventually, but we're not there yet. These businesses require work, and ultimately they invite a whole new gameplay loop. So we're going to purchase this business. This is the tuning shop, and purchase business. We'll probably rename some of this stuff too. And obviously we don't have 500 grand to kick things off. So we're going to finance it. And if you hit finance, it'll say you need to do a down payment of at least 25,000. You have to have at least 25,000 on you, which is why we started a little challenge thing to get us some little cash. And we're financing 475 grand. Right now, the terms are at 0% interest because ultimately we want you guys to start engaging with this. We don't want you to have to do a new save and save up 500 grand. And then by the end of the week, you actually start playing with it. This is a way for you to get involved right away. The financing will stay, but it's going to be probably a different financing terms and such. We'll see. I should pause real quick. Everything is subject to change, like hugely subject to change. This is very much a first pass, a 1 week attempt at it. There's so many things we have planned to add and things that will probably need to get fixed and revised and adjusted. So just start engaging with the gameplay loop, see how you like it. But let's go ahead and confirm the finance. Now, you guys know.
Let's take a look at the phone.
You want to look at the phone? Okay,
look
at the phone. Okay,
really
okay.
Big thing.
All right. So go to phone. We'll go to bank. I think that's where you wanted to go, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
So we have our tuning shop account. So notice now we have that $25,000 down payment. Actually, it didn't leave our bank account, but it is now in our tuning shop account. So we have 25 grand to play with. If we wanted to withdraw that, we can't right now. Hold on. Let's see. You have to transfer it.
For business accounts, you can only transfer.
Yeah, you can only transfer it into other accounts. So if we want to take it out and put it into our drag build fund, you'll notice it takes 5 minutes to complete. You can't be swapping cash out of the business bank account. However, you can fund more of your personal money into it. If we do transfer again, we're going to transfer from the drag build fund into the tuning shop account. I think we need to rename that the Fast Automotive Tuning Shop or something like that. Put Fast Automotive somewhere there. It only hit me when I looked at the building for the 5th time. So there you go. You can add money into your business if you like. You can obviously withdraw from it as you need to. Just understand it takes some time. Anything else you want to talk about on this screen, Tristan?
No, that's it. Just wanted to show that this is where the money is.
Yep.
And let's get into opening the tuning shop.
Okay, so you guys understand. You guys know. Hold on, let me walk away from this computer and get back to it. You guys know that Tristan loves his UI. He's a UI fiend at this point. So buckle up. Here comes some new UI coming at you. I'm going to open the tuning shop, and we'll just let you look for a second. Off on the left, we have home, active jobs, new jobs, and inventory. Don't worry about inventory. Don't even mess with it. It's not really working right now. It wasn't really planned to. I don't know. We've been working up until I think it was 30 seconds before the stream started. that's how this launch has been. It didn't get in yet. So we look at home. We have our active jobs here. We have some new jobs here. If you want to see some more new jobs, you can go to additional new jobs here. And it looks like we have about 5 right now. And you'll notice that each one of these jobs have a goal. On this one, the goal is to effectively build a car or tune this car or adjust this car to reach the goal of 1 minute and 33 seconds at the short track. And the only FREs that we're using right now is short track, regular track, and drag strip FREs. So those are the three different ways you're going to be building your car and tuning your car. And of course we have active jobs. Let's go to new jobs. Let's do, which one do we want to do? Oh, this is tough.
I think tug rack.
Do what?
I think that tug rack would be easy.
Think so?
Team 2 on the drag.
I don't know. Well, we'll give it a shot. We do have that loan. We do have loan payments coming in here soon, so we don't want to spend too much time. So I went ahead and accepted it. We can go to active jobs. Here's all of our active jobs. It's in progress. You can also see it at home. Home has everything. It's like your little dashboard. Let's go ahead and pull out the vehicle. Give it a second. And before we do anything else, let's talk animations one more time. So here we go. We got little arrows you can press. You don't want to see that? Look at that. Look at that. It moves. You think is this in your way? You want to get a better view of your tog rack?
Oh, you can't do that here. This is the computer.
You can't do it here, but it's coming up soon. So let's go to you can hit go to tuning. We're gonna go to parts and tuning. I'm gonna use the left one here. And now we have some more sliding animation parts. The first thing you're gonna notice is an updated, adjusted part customization menu. If you search through here, the organization is a little different, but it's really convenient. Let me go back a little bit. So we have our body, right? And normally you do a drop down and then you see just everything in it, right? You do see a lot of things. However, it would probably make more sense if you look at the engine. Everybody adjusts their engine. Click on engine here. You're effectively kind of in a new menu now. So here's our actual engine swaps. We can collapse that if we want and just see that different parts are part of that engine. Maybe we want to put a different turbo on it. And there's your, I guess we only have a couple turbo options here. And then you have this little tree and kind of fish back for. As well as the search menu works a little different in that, let's say we wanted to find all things race. It's going to show you just the parts that have race in it. So for instance, we have race exhaust, we have some race brake pads. Looks like we have a race limited slip. You think same thing with sport, or I always like to use the Cup 2R tires. So I can just search Cup. Look at that. There's the Cup 2 and the Cup 2Rs. Really convenient, a little bit smoother, a little bit more seamless. And then also, of course, we got the animations. Look at this. We can move that around. We can drop this down. You can drop the shopping cart down. We should probably talk about that shopping cart real quick because this is one piece that is super cool. Okay, so let's say we're building this and we really don't know what all the parts are going to do. Maybe we're going to look at putting an intake on it. Maybe we want to do a stage 2 turbocharger. But look, it's not adjustable. We don't know what kind of horsepower it's going to do. But now we do. We hit install. And then in the right, you're going to see this power update. So adding a stage 2 turbocharger only gives us 163 horsepower, or PS, whatever those are. Effectively horsepower, or at least pretty close to it. And so, you know, now you get to see like, oh wait, what is actually going to happen here? Let's do race tab stuff. We're going to need some injection system on this. Install the race tab injection system. Ignore the honking in the background. Someone's upset. We got to work on the traffic out there. It keeps crashing. Let's do E85. You see that horsepower bump up a little bit more. At least we should. 181 horsepower. All right, we're not done yet. Now let's go to tuning. So we go to tuning. It's right here in the same menu. Look at that. We still have our shopping cart. Now we can say, you know what? What if we did more duty cycle? Ignore the percentages. There's little quirks and bugs to be fixed. Go ahead and apply that. Look at that. Our power went up again. So now you can effectively build your whole car and see what kind of power it's going to make. If we had a variable boost turbocharger, we can be adjusting boost levels. We also have live wheel data in here if you wanted to see that. That's live updates. There we go. What was that?
Live wheel data outside of the car.
Outside of the car. That
to mention it.
You guys don't understand. That's more difficult than it sounds. All of this is a little more difficult than it sounds. And so, yeah. So
minimize that sidebar.
Minimize the sidebar.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. So, you know, I don't think this build's really working out, but I do want to keep maybe some parts of it. But I want to kind of test and compare. So you'll notice here we have build one and we have a plus sign. We can hit this plus sign. and kind of build a second version before we really purchase it. So we can say, what would it be like if we built the V8 versus the inline 4, build them both up, compare them both, kind of really play with it a little bit. Keep in mind, these don't save, at least right now. And so if your game crashes because you put the wrong part on, then, I guess what I'm trying to say is don't spend too much time in here. But it is, I should say don't spend too much time. Just understand that these will
be
disappear.
wary about modded parts that will
Exactly.
crash.
Exactly. Okay, but let's say we're working on the first build. Switch back over to it. We like what we're doing here, but we didn't want the intake, but really want to keep the E85 or whatever changes we had, right? You can right click here and you have some options. You can rename it, you can clear it, or you can duplicate it. Let's go and duplicate that. Then we have the same build again, but this time maybe we don't put a turbo on it. Maybe we, let's see, where's engine? We're gonna put the stock. Actually, we're gonna hit drop down and remove. Now we should go back to that stock turbo. Okay, actually, must be because we're on like the build 3 kind of things, my guess. There we go. All right, on the stock turbo. And I don't know. Let's actually think about what we need to do here to make this a good drag car.
Just press X on stock turbo actually in the shopping cart.
Sure.
Yeah, just remove it. That should.
Oh, it was about to put on a new turbo. Nice. Good call.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to see, is that duty cycle going to adjust? That power might not be adjusting on build 3 here. Might be using old data from the other build, maybe.
Maybe. Let's just stick to build 1.
Sounds good. I'm gonna go ahead and remove these additional builds. And let's see, okay, we do want to make this a successful drag car. I think the client was here. What was the client wanting? It was like a 15-second one, right?
Yeah.
So
I think you're close.
Let me back out of this real quick, actually. I'm gonna go ahead and clear. I'm gonna hit the X. There it is. Okay, let's talk about what the client really wanted. So currently, it can more or less, the client states it can run a 17-second quarter mile. Let's word it like that. But the client wants a 15.2-second drag strip time, a quarter mile drag strip time. They're willing to pay 21 grand. So for us to really make money and add money to our business account, we need to do this build under 21 grand. We could throw all the money out in the world and achieve that, but we really got to think about how do we make money doing this. And so whatever we do, we want to do it for the cheapest possible. So let's go ahead and go back into our build here and start fresh. I think it's front wheel drive. Let me check that transmission. It's gonna be under engine, transmission, transfer case. It's all wheel drive. Okay, that's good. Let's go maybe race tab. Let me work on some of these parts. Tristan, do you want to comb through the comments, see if there's any questions? What's the general feeling? You guys liking this? Is this okay?
Sounds like everyone's very happy. That's all I can really see. I don't see any questions or anything. People say they know what they're going to be playing. Live powers updating is crazy. No more switching. There you go.
That's awesome. I didn't realize adding that stage 2 ECU for only $1,000 went from 190 horsepower to 342. I know this is PS and it stands for like Pascal something, but I'm using horsepower.
Yeah. We'll switch it to horsepower here soon.
That's good. Let's do an ultra heavy duty block because I don't know what this little block can handle and I'm not in the business of finding out right now. We got to make some money here. Oh, we had our loan payment and it adjusted automatically in real time. So now we're down to 12 grand. That's exciting and saddening. Let's see. We're not going to put an exhaust system on it because, again, we're on a budget. This is a customer car. This isn't ours. We don't need to make this look great or sound great. Diesel 6-speed manual. Okay, we do have that stage 2 turbo on it still. I think it kind of bugged a little bit, so I'm just going to put the stock one on.
Yeah, just remove it now. Should be good.
There we go, nice. Then
you got the stage 2. Let's just
we just throw a race tab on it real quick. I gotta put methanol on this. I gotta make sure we can do a 15 second. This is a big car. But then it's 7 grand and I'm eating into the profit.
You're not.
Well, I'm not eating the profit, but like I'm getting less profit. All right, we're gonna go with this.
You still the profit, Jim?
We run this. Hit purchase. There's no cha-ching sound yet. It's on its way. Don't worry. You can go ahead and head over there. All right, let's get in our client car. This is not our car. That is important to clarify and remember.
Chris in the chat said, will this be on Patreon only or for everybody? This is Patreon only, as this is the first version. We will probably have another 2 betas before it hits everybody. That's because this is far from what we have imagined for this.
Yeah.
Someone else also mentioned, will we add drifting? The point about drifting is that currently we are actually locked at 3 different free roam events. We are on drag, the track, and the alt track, so the short track. We are on these 3 because we actually need to collect the data to be able to understand, like how Racer said earlier, the customer stated 17. But in reality, there's an algorithm in the background that required data to create. Now, if anyone on the Patreon feels like they want to help out, there is a data collection version of the Overhaul there. So if you would like to, you can use that, and then after maybe whenever you feel like, maybe next week, sometime towards the end, you can zip your data folder and send it over. I don't really expect many people to do this, but this was mainly done inside for internal stuff. But if anyone feels the need and wants to, you can go about zipping that and sending it so we can get better data. And getting back to the drifting is, if we collect this data, we will be able to add more free roam events that you can tune for.
That's right.
But we really need that data right now. So
we hope to do everything at one day, but it's a monumentous task. So we want to get this right before we move on. We're gonna get staged here. Remember, 15 something was our goal. She's pulling hard. We might run out of gearing. It is a diesel.
Oh no, I think we're making it 15.
11, yeah, okay. more than exceeded the goal. Very nice.
That's what I thought. You're like running out of gearing. I don't know what you're trying to run here, but 15 was passed far along.
That's right.
A while ago.
Let's talk about a couple of caveats maybe, or warnings or risks we should really talk about. One thing is, right now there is no towing to the fast automotive area. So let's say you wipe out, you wreck your car. There's no get out of jail free car. There's no towing, right? I try to tow here. I can't tow anywhere. I can't even tow to my own garage because this is the client car. If you do right now, again, there's a lot of systems that still need to be put in place, but we try to make it as playable and enjoyable as it is right now. If you do destroy your car and you do end up getting back to the fast automotive with or without your car, you can put your vehicle away and bring it back out, and the repair is free. You don't have to worry about repairing in week 1. Eventually, though, there will be consequences for wrecking the client car. Another little, I'll just show you a kind of a quick way to get back to fast automotive, because we want the data. We want you guys to enjoy this. Hop out of your vehicle. Assuming you have one car or your favorite car is over at fast automotive, you can go ahead and taxi to your last vehicle, and you'll actually go back to your last vehicle wherever you left it. Because again, with the car we were just in was our client car, not our car. We can go ahead and bring back our tow rack. I've never learned how to say that. Oh, failed to pay loan payment. Okay, so we brought it back, and the job is complete. So that means once we hit a complete job, we'll get that 21 grand. Boom, there we go. We now have 26,000, and yeah, you just keep going. You keep rinsing and repeating. I think one more thing we should probably talk about is right now the job generation isn't really, it's not what we want right now. However, it is designed so that you can fly through these as you like. So as you decline these or accept these, you can go ahead. Actually, I'll accept this last one. It will just repopulate once you finish the list. If you don't like any of these, you can kind of just cycle through, get something you feel confident in. And yeah. Now, I should say, when playing with mods, you might get some funny things like this modified tractor puller that wants a 9.1 second drag strip. You're welcome to try it. Use your own business account at your own risk. I don't know how it'll work out for you. But again, this is using a lot of algorithms in the background and such. And so it's not dialed in or perfect or anything like that.
There's no way we can figure out what mod does what.
Exactly.
So when you have mods, expect there to be, let's say you get the Segura. I wouldn't be surprised if it comes in here asking for a track run. You can do it if you want. I wouldn't recommend it though.
That's right. Eventually, we do have plans for other. Are these different than our new jobs? Oh, I just scrolled down. It's a nice Bastion. Eventually, you know, the payments are going to be different. There's so much more to be done with this system that we've planned, but do still give us your feedback, what you want to see, because that is going to help us as we continue to shape this. One thing to mention, there is a consequence for canceling or abandoning a job, and that is going to be right now half the price of what the payment was going to be. So if you don't think you can do it, probably don't do it. But if you think you can do it, you know, give it a shot and make sure you get the funds for it. So if we go and abandon a job here, it took half of the value of that job. So now we only have 13 grand. Now things.
That Arima is your best shot at getting back.
It is. And actually, I know how to do the Arima. So let's do this one real quick. So should we tell them about some of the future plans? Oh, this is still broken.
Why that happens, who knows?
If this happens, I found if you wiggle around a little bit, square up, look straight, put it away, pull it back out, works 100% of the time, some of the time. Let me go and get working on this. But should we talk about some of the, like, where we're planning on going, or should we just let that happen next week or whenever we get to it?
I think we've given it enough, but
Okay.
we'll talk about it next week. I don't want to give ourselves too much to do, even though we've planned it already.
Yep.
Jarrell asks, will this cost a lot? I'm not sure what you mean about cost a lot, but the tuning shop itself costs $500,000, or you can get it at a $25,000 down payment with a finance loan at 0%.
He might mean.
But if you're asking about Patreon,
yeah,
it's $5 US.
And again, all of our mods come out for free. We have a Patreon with a huge lineup of, I guess, core career changes, as well as different maps and game modes. Really, we kind of have we have a good collection of mods we got cooking. And we're going to talk about a map expansion here soon. But you're welcome to support us on Patreon, join the betas, get involved with the betas, do some testing for us, as well as play it for free, or play it early. But remember, everything does come out for free. What was my build for this? I had a strategy with this because this one kind of comes up a good bit. I need tires. Oh wait, no, it's let's see, search drag parts. The 15x7 whelp wheels. This gets the job pretty good, and then we need a turbo. It's really fun because this does something special where you're suddenly building, like, not just low power cars, but you're only trying to get the cars a little bit better. You're not needing to do the full engine swap and the crazy build. You're really learning, like, okay, well, this GTZ turbo, while it costs $3 grand, that's probably the best way to get some power. Now I'm up to 170 horsepower, and you start to really learn different car builds to get you where you want, as well as play with smaller, cheaper parts. When you get that ECU that only costs $1,000 but gives you a bunch of horsepower, that's exciting. You remember that, and you use that for the next build. There's one more thing I normally do on this. What is it? I need to make sure it has a manual. Yep, we have a manual. 170 horsepower. I want a little bit more out of it. Let's just look at the engine, what we have. In a way, it's just so fun because you're now building with a different purpose. And if you do it right, like, look, we're only at $4 grand. If we do this right, we can come away with 20 grand real quick. Especially when it's a kind of a way we know how to do it. Like, I've done this build a couple times. I can kind of just keep doing it. Let's do a sport ECU. I'm normally trying to get to about the 200 horsepower range. That didn't get us any closer, so let's not do that. What was, I think that, maybe with a 170 will be good enough. He wants a 13.2 on the quarter mile though. We'll throw a little exhaust on. No, we won't. Okay.
Just remove it. Just remove the exhaust. That gave some
Okay.
power.
Yeah, we'll do that. Wait for it. I don't know if we removed.
Oh. I'm not sure if you pulled 30 seconds before, but that's okay.
I didn't. Oh, nice.
It's okay.
Yeah, so there it is, added part removal. Okay, yeah, so we could remove it. That'll work for y'all's version. I'm behind all of a sudden. All right, we'll go with the 170 horsepower. That's fine. I think it'll be enough. Let's see. Appreciate the new subscriber. Okay, so let's go take this to the track. I think it'll be enough.
Someone did mention earlier, and I bet other people are interested. Will this menu be in the base game computer? As of right now, it is not. That doesn't mean that in the future we won't think of something like that, but for right now, there is no way to do this with your own vehicle. But by the end of this update, we will give you a way to edit your own vehicle in your tuning shop.
That's heavy on the list.
It just won't be free.
Yep. Right now it's just focusing on the customers. I think it's also fair to mention this is just business number 1, not of this update, but like there's so many cool ideas that we've had that this really spreads out towards. That's just it really is just the beginning. It's always a new beginning. Every update, I swear.
Yep, absolutely. It's hard to not say what we want to do because we're just so proud of the ideas and we know we can implement them. So, guys, just stay tuned. This update's business 1. I can't say next update's gonna be another business, but I'm pretty sure we've already solidified which one it's going to be. So.
Yeah. And then there's just so many features for this that are still missing that, it is a little vulnerable for us to be like, hey, try this. It's, 25% of the pie, but we really need to make sure that the pie crust is good kind of thing. Oh, we got a 14.0. We got to go back. We got to try again.
Another thing I want to mention is that when you do FREs with your business vehicles, as you could have seen, it gets paid at a 50% rate to your business. So you don't make this money, but the money goes into the business.
That's right.
Which is still money in your pocket.
Yep. If you choose to withdraw it. Adds a little like, hey, we know you failed and you spent a lot of money on the car. Here's a little bit of money to show that at least you're actually doing it, kind of thing. Very, very helpful. I don't know why. I'm missing a part. What is the part? I think I normally do E85. I think that's what it is. I was trying to get away a little cheaper, so we're going to throw E85 on this. I just love how this is like, I don't know, this is the beginnings of a tuning shop. Hey, I want my car a little faster. All right, let's get some drag slicks on the front. Give it a little turbo. Throw some E85 on it. Then we'll get paid.
Someone did ask if they could keep the vehicles after they're done. I don't know if, and I don't think we are planning on making it purchasable.
I don't think so.
And if we do, you're going to be paying an absurd amount. But I think there's a way that we can figure out that you can build yourself your exact copy of what you built.
Yep. Excellent put. Or well put. Excellent way of putting that. And great question. All right, let's go ahead. Oh, don't damage it. I like to keep the cars clean. Should we show off that, you can damage it just in case? You got a rookie coming in. Oh, the intern hit the toolbox with the car. Oh, no. Let me,
don't worry, this is only beta 1. And I don't think you're going to want to come back to beta 1 after beta 2 comes out and fixes this. So.
No. Beta 2 is going to be even better. Oh, I can't wait. So now that we brought it back out, it is nice and repaired. Let's go with that race tab E85 on here. Race tab. Injection system. There we go. Should give me my drop downs. Your E85 right there. That's so much easier than having to all right, now I gotta click the down arrow again and I gotta comb through those. 189, but let's tune up the E85. Slider's so broken. And...
Yeah, I multiplied it by 100. That's a little bit of a problem. That was a misunderstanding I had at the start that I figured out later on.
Oh, I know what it is.
I'm not a J-Beam guy.
Yeah. Oh, we missed another payment. Bank's gonna be unhappy with us. I remember it was I think I always changed the engine block. which is interesting. I didn't know that turbo could do this so well without the engine block. Where's my engine? There we go, engine block.
I think this 28 horsepower is gonna really do it for you.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm putting a stage 3 block on. Yeah, 258. That's where
there
we
you
wanted
go.
to be. Oh.
There you go. Look
Uh-oh.
at that. You're gonna not afford that.
Oh no. Oh no. Why is that my wheels in
Minimize
here
the power
again?
so you can see more. But yeah, remove that block, I guess.
Interesting. It's making me pay for the wheel colors. That's weird.
I guess it's the color options. I don't know. Press X on it. Can you? Oh no, you're forced to.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's required by something. I don't know what.
Interesting. We'll have to look into that. How come I can't take off race tab either? Is it because I tuned afterwards?
Maybe.
Maybe that's what it was. Let's cancel. And let's just throw the block on. I guess we probably need to... Let's see, let's try to break it. That worked. Nice. Install. Oh, our shopping cart's broken down here. Open that up. Wheels are still there, but our race tab isn't. Still can't afford it. Okay, well, we just got to run race tab without the block.
Yeah, that's 3,600 and you only have 3 grand, so.
Okay, you know what? Let's be smart and just give us some more money. Deposit some more money from our personal funds to get this. You know, business is just getting on the way. You know what I mean?
You can just press deposit. You don't need to transfer.
Oh, sweet. Deposit. At least another 3,000.
I think you need more.
Yeah, well, I don't have how much that. I don't have that much cash. Just gonna withdraw everything I got. Soon we're gonna need a withdraw all button. The way I'm spending money.
Yeah, there you go.
Doing everything into this build. Hopefully before the next payment comes in and takes it all. There we go. But this will definitely work.
37 cents in your pocket, but
In a
business
dream.
has money.
That's right. I'm gonna come back to the garage here. Oh, a little further away. There we go. All right, beat the loan. All right, we're here. Go to parts. Really should need that block.
Ghostbuster asks if I post videos. I don't have time to post videos. Sorry, Ghostbuster.
Yeah, the RLS videos are on this channel. Justin Revs does a lot of videos. He does daily videos. He's a great one to watch. McGrory does videos. Shift Tab will sometimes do videos, but I have him way too busy with stuff. So that's on me. I'm doing 885 just in case. That extra 30 horsepower might be all it needs. Or might be required. It's a 13.2. Normally I run a 13.8 for this build, so that's good. Let's just quickly.
Oh, yeah. Does the shop finance come out of the shop account? Yes, it does.
Yep.
It's a business loan, so it comes out of the business.
Great question. All right, let's purchase this. Close all this.
And I don't know how to pronounce the name, but someone asks, can you accept more than one job at a time? Absolutely. I think you can accept as many jobs. I don't think I capped it at 5.
Nope.
But I may have capped it at 5. If there's a cap, it's 5. If there's otherwise, it's not capped. But there will be a cap.
Now, one limitation is you can only pull out one vehicle at a time. That is by design for now, but that will not always be the case. Or at least we're planning on it not being always the case. I should clarify all of that. But for now, that's kind of how we need to start things. Oh yeah, this is a lot quicker. Extra 100 horsepower should be plenty. All right, let's go ahead and I'm just addicted to taking this shortcut. I can't sit in line. I just love seeing this like vanilla stock car, but like whelp wheels on the front. That's so good.
I think OEM is mentioning, he said to look up at another question. He said, so could you take a job then cancel and they continue to make money from that? I'm not sure I understand what you mean by that. If you take a job and abandon it, you lose money and lose the car.
Right.
That's what I can say.
I think a question that he might be trying to get at is, can we just keep doing FREs in the customer car?
Yeah.
Good. But you're getting 50% of the reward.
like the thing is like why would you? There you know there's no real point.
Yeah.
There's so much more money made in actually building the car.
I mean, if you can try to get that loan payment back, otherwise you have 500 grand to make a car better. And
that's good. You made it within the time. Perfect.
All right, 1307. Yeah, 1307. Heck yeah. Just in time because bank's going to be at my door. I'm really glad we turned up interest rate for now.
Yeah. So just to mention that again, you can actually miss your loan payment infinitely for your business. It's currently made in a way so you can just enjoy this.
Yep.
But we're not going to make it so you don't pay. But, you know, if you decide to not use your business, you'll probably just be seeing the red messages, but that doesn't mean that anything's going to happen. The loan is not going to get increased by any way. The payment will be the same. Everything will be the same.
So OEM clarified a bit. I'll let you tackle that because you're controlling the pipe flow here of what we're talking about.
So OEM said, can you save builds like config and free roam? No. I don't think we're ever going to make it so you can save it like a config. We do have a dedicated system plan, but I don't think we want to go too much into it.
Nope.
But stay tuned for beta 2 because you're going to be able to see exactly what we mean by that.
Yep.
And it's going to help you speed up the process of doing work here. As Raceless said, this will come into a sense where it will almost be passive. You're going to need to be like a manager instead of a build actual tuner in the future.
Let's just say Tristan and I both are passionate about automation and automation systems and automating systems. You should have seen our late nights on Satisfactory. The few times we played, they were long endeavors, and they were just, I don't know, we didn't talk much. We just got down and worked because we knew what we were doing, and I don't know, it was a fun time. But yeah,
Exactly.
we know what it takes.
Chris,
Go ahead.
question.
Yeah.
Do the parts removed from the customer car go to the inventory? So
Great
that
question.
is one thing that is really not working. That's what that inventory button is supposed to be. It's supposed to be about the part, but it actually became a pretty decent headache where things show up, but it doesn't show up at the level that I would like it to.
Yep.
So currently, no.
This is how it looks. I mean, and we never really confirmed it, but we're pretty sure this is actually the parts on your car. So if you do this, you
It's
kind of
not, because you can see those are VVOS engines and
that's
other
true.
things. But I'd be very careful pressing the sell all button here because it might sell parts off your car.
Yeah, that's what I had done. Yeah. So yeah, just ignore that. Don't ignore that inventory. So there it is. We completed another job. Complete that. 26 grand. We got 28 grand in back in the pocket. And I say, since we're broke, as a joke, let's withdraw all that or transfer it out. Actually, out of the tuning shop, we'll go into our drag build fund. Let's go like 28,000. I think that's all we have to share about the career overhaul beta base core value or base core beta here. And I think we move into our next beta we're here to discuss. 2 big betas today. That money should be coming in about 5 minutes, I think. Where is it? Where's my thing? Should show you. Let's see. Let's go to bank. Pending transfers. There it is. I love it. I love it. Love it so much. Can't wait to get my career save that actually has money to play with. Okay, so we can keep talking about this business stuff. It's really exciting. And but we are going to head over to Utah. Actually, a good truck for it. Because there is a new Utah update. Go ahead, Tristan.
Kenneth mentions, so in theory, to make a car, you could just take more and more off the car and sell it for max profit when completing the goal. Now, that is going to be something that I'm going to deeply look into to make sure that you can't just strip the customer's car. But
good point.
But yeah, in theory, there's going to be, you would be able to do that in a sense, but we're going to have to make sure that the car is in a decent state before you give it away.
Maybe it has the increased value too, or something. Just
But
within a threshold.
I can't say that for Alpha 2 that that system will be there. So maybe for Alpha 2 you'll get to play around, but
Yeah.
Alpha 3 I'll definitely tackle it.
Yep.
And honestly, I think that even if you were to do that, you'd be wasting your time with how Alpha 2 is going to come. That you would just be wasting your time taking all the parts out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. There'd be a faster way to do it effectively.
You can make more money by going through the actual system. That's the point of this, where using it might help you, but I don't think it's going to put it into such a way that you can just be like, okay, I'm going to sell all the parts off this car. And maybe some people are going to find metas, and you know what? That's fine. That's what people do. People are the best at finding ways to cheese it all. And
that's right.
Yeah.
Should have said anything, Kenneth. It's funny. Chat's gonna be upset with you. That was their plan. Yeah, I know Justin's really excited for Utah. We have a little, we have a bet with no price or reward on it yet, but we're just trying to see who can make the fastest dirt drag truck. And I don't know, we haven't really looked into it more just because I knew I was going to be changing the way the dirt drags work. And you know, I'll probably just get it out of the way so I'll pop Justin's balloon here early. There is no quarter-mile dirt drag. I really wanted to add one, and I wanted to have 2 dirt drags, but unfortunately, believe it or not, there really isn't that much room in Utah, at least for a solid quarter-mile of flat dirt. There's a lot of dirt available, but then you gotta think about the shutdown zone, which is, I can't remember exactly the numbers it should be, but that takes up a considerable amount of space as well, past the quarter mile. And so did not do the quarter mile drag strip or dirt drag strip, and I don't think we're going to, just because of how difficult that would be to include the shutdown. It would really kind of stick out in the map. What I added already, it's starting to feel pretty cluttered, especially for Utah. So until then, we have the official sizing of dirt drag racing, which is, I think, 330 feet or something shorter, or like 1,000 meters, I think is what it is, something like that, or 100 meters, I should say. But there are some really cool things in Utah that I think you're gonna be really stoked for. I wish so. Oh man, this final couple months of the year are gonna be some amazing mods, some amazing releases. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's we're making a really good close to our 1 year of being full time on this mod.
That's right. This is month 10 or month 11. Yeah, it's month 11. We're in November. Actually,
well, we started in January, really.
Started January 15th. This is almost our. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so 10 months. Yeah, almost 10 months. Not even 10 months, right? Am I mathing? Yeah. Like 9 months and X amount of days.
Arash says, BeamNG integration, please. I'm sorry. We would love that. we dream of that.
Yep.
But you got to remember, there's 2 of us here, and I'm the main Lua dev.
Yep.
So, you know, there's a lot of work that needs to get put into something like that. So it's not something that's off our radar. Everyone said it.
Yeah.
One day, hopefully. 2
of us and 1 of Tristan. That's the problem. And there's just so much to add otherwise. Okay, I actually need to hide my screen. I didn't disable something I should have. So just give me a second. Let me do this. There we go. Hit this drop down that you can't see. I'm glad I remembered before I hit it, because that would have been
leakless.
For real. Okay, there we go. We're going to Utah. Definitely no other reason to hide that screen. But you can't.
Zilla Gaming says, where can I get an odometer mod? You could press C in your car and look at the odometer.
You might mean on the streets and stuff. There is a mod somewhere that does speed limits. I don't think it's perfectly accurate. I think it's outdated.
I think he said odometer because earlier he mentioned he likes to see the miles rack up.
Oh.
All vanilla vehicles do have an odometer built into the car.
That's right. Yep.
So you can see them. You can see it all rack up.
That's right.
C, like to go into driver cam.
Here you go. Test it. Ready? 1, 2, 3. The letter C is in cat. Bloop. Wait, hold on. Oh, didn't work. I was on my wrong screen. There we go. And if you... Oh, this one not have a... I don't think this one has an odometer. Yeah, this one doesn't.
It's a mod.
That's right. This one's a modded vehicle. Now, in the your garage, all your parts show how much mileage is on them and stuff. You can kind of track it. And I think there's something in stats too. There's little places, but. All right. Okay, so welcome to Utah. We are here getting passed by yellow Windsors. Let's just start over here. So you could say that only 4 big things changed, and one thing that needs to change is this AI routing. Come on, guys, commit for the turn. Looks like we'll need to fix that at some point. We're gonna talk about 4. There's 4 new free roam events. Well, there's 3 new ones and 1 revised. So we're gonna talk about them. Give you a little sneak peek as we cross the bridge. Maybe you'll see it. You might have to squint. Oh, we lost our blinker. I normally like to race through everybody, race past everybody, but this is kind of a slow car here. Alrighty. So, as you can tell, there is a new feature off here next to the airport runway. We added a shortcut. We added a 1/4 mile drag strip, and with that we had to scoot over the dirt drag. So technically the dirt drags is a little different. You have some walls here kind of protecting you, and the train's a little different, not much. Ultimately the dirt drag is functionally the same. However, you have the drag strip as long with a tuning tent that is free here. We have a working 1/4 mile. Now this is concrete, or at least supposed to be concrete. Kind of still looks like asphalt, to be honest, but the, what do you call it? The stickiness is a little different. I'm gonna freaking send this. Here we go. See what kind of 1/4 mile time we can get. Don't break your necks. Your sound effect was hilarious. So yeah, so 1/4 mile times are here. I'm really excited. You guys know I love drag racing. I watch so much Cletus. I can't help but add drag racing to everything I do. There it is, across the line, a 21.035. We got wind lights flashing, got the scoreboard up there displaying it. I scooted the scoreboards further out than regulation would really say. That way you can see your time. You don't have to have this ticket thing. But yeah, functioning drag strip. We have a return lane here. Now this shutdown is actually really good. You guys know Frank 2.0. He's really quick. He can stop with time to spare. And he normally struggles to stop in West Coast, so things a little longer than West Coast. And no public release today, Blake. Sorry. This is. I don't want to say it's the last beta because you never know what's going to come up, but I'm hoping to go pencils down and just kind of see what the feedback is here, and have a release here soon. So if you guys are really holding your breath, you don't have to hold your breath too much longer. And so don't. If you're one to easily give into FOMO and you don't want to give into FOMO, don't fear missing out, because it's on its way very soon. So here's the return lane also for the dirt drags. You can either go right onto the asphalt or left back through some dirt. Speaking of things I need to change, I didn't soften this. I totally forgot.
I thought that was intentional. I was looking at it, I was like, man, that's bumpy.
Totally not the plan. Oh man, that's what happens when you do last minute additions. So that's gonna need to get fixed.
Seems like you're not going pencils down.
That's right. We won't do another beta just for that, but I do need to come back with a tool chest here. Okay, let's keep going to some exciting things. How much money do we have? We don't have enough for anything exciting. Oh, we could take a loan though. How much loans? Yeah, let's take a loan. Let's bankrupt ourselves. Let's tow to Uncle's Camper. We're gonna go get some loans from everybody we can. Oh, okay, it's just money grab. We'll take it though. I'm used to my other save where I have a lot of loans unlocked. Oh, we didn't get everything. Oh, cool. Yeah, there's our bank loan. 455,000 left on the money grab business. Oh gosh. All right, let's go ahead and walk back in. There it is. Let's get something kind of exciting. We got 49 grand to work with. Yeah, I thought I had more than that actually. Shouldn't I have more than that? Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I transferred it to my...
What?
Huh.
It seems like you got money.
Oh, something's wrong, Tristan. Something's real wrong.
Oh, no. I guess your transfer kept pending. Good job. Wow, you made it. Congratulations.
Well, we'll go and withdraw that. We'll take 90 of it.
Guys, lucky everybody, you get to try out this and make. Wow.
Because
stream testing.
my challenge was
Good
to
job.
exceed like some large number. I guess it was 1 million. It was just for the stream. Then yes, I finished the challenge. Sweet. All kinds of wins today. Wow. Well, it
You
should
know
be.
what? You're not gonna go bankrupt. You could pay off that loan right now.
We could. Let's go find a car that is worthy of this. Sort price high to
Oh
low.
my god, everyone on the beta is gonna be so excited to see
Yeah.
that they can be billionaires too.
Oh man, we're gonna have to look into that one.
I think something had to happen with the
Think it was map change?
switching while you're doing it or something.
Maybe. That'd be the only way to explain it because it was working just fine. Well, that doesn't make any sense. Am I still getting paid?
No, I said 6 minutes ago. 2 minutes ago, 7 minutes ago.
They were all 7 minutes ago, so they all came in at the same exact time. Weird. All right. Where is my car? Oh, I gotta walk back in. Go. And it's on its way. Okay. Wow. That was exciting. Business is really taking off, you know? This is really
Yeah,
good.
business does good.
Oh, man.
This is like that free money from Chase. You just write your check for anything, and it's all free money until they come ask you for it.
I forgot about that. Oh man, those poor people that thought they'd get away with something, they are in some serious financial trouble. All right, let's go ahead and get this thing out, and we will head on over there. All right, where am I? I gotta go over here. That game audio might be a little loud. I'm going to turn it down. We are going to be on limiter a lot. Turn this down. That's better. Let me know if you want to turn back up. All right. Truck's okay after that bush. Oh, here's the drag strip. We should probably go slow down here. Oh, that's so sick. Oh, I love this thing. BeamNG just does things different. You know what I mean? It just hits different. I love it. All right, let's travel up this way. So, we have two new major features to go through. They're not. One's more major than the other. Nothing is as major as the tuning shop, though. Let's make sure expectations are set correctly. So there's a little feature here in in Utah, that one of my favorite spots to be in. There's this really steep incline, and it's effectively a new FRE. We'll talk about it when we get there. I also need to make sure I don't show you anything too special yet. I want to do this in a specific order. Now we got to drive like this without dying. If I die, it gets spoiled. Oh, there's a car there. That was scary. Oh, there's rocks there. Wait. I gotta be on the other path. Hold on. No, I don't. No. That was a close one.
You almost leaked it.
Yeah, I know. I'm freaking... Can't be trusted with anything.
10 minutes early.
That's right. Okay, we have to be somewhat in the clear. All right, now I can drive normal. All right, so we made some adjustments to the little boat ramp area down here, as well as added effectively a hill climb is what it is. So there's always been this really steep hill, and now it is sand. It's a little mud you can play with in here if you want. Let's go ahead and get staged here. We'll use some nitrous.
Man, I don't know who's been here as long as we have, but man, I remember when we had basically hill climb through some sand.
Wasn't that
Good
back
times,
in the
remember?
day? Woo, that was over a year ago. We had this beautiful
That was
sand
version
hill.
2.0.
Oh my god, that was before that, I think.
Mm.
I think so.
I think 2.0.
I think we lost it in
2.0 when it
2.0.
actually full release. You were working on it before we were together, but
Yeah. At some point, it got removed, and for good reason. I mean, it would still be cool to have actually, but just cleaned up better. Ah, okay. Anyways, I have plans. There's gonna be more hill climbs in the future, but this is the first one. So we are staged here. The goal here is 15 seconds. This is a pretty high horsepower vehicle. It's not a perfect straight up and down. You gotta steer. You gotta give it some input. But let's go ahead and spray our nitrous. There we go. Here we go. Just leaving first. Keep digging. Keep digging. Go for second. Gotta get up and through. Oh, barely made it. All right, 10.25. Made 9 grand off that. Came at a cost.
oh, there you go. Good flip.
There it is. There it is. Hold it there. Okay, now things have gotten a little tricky. We'll just go back down. There is no real return lane here. Oh no. There we go. Oh, nope. That wasn't enough. Oh, shoot. Hold on to it. There it is.
Save.
That was a close one. Okay.
Yeah, good save.
Yeah, great save. Shoot. I kind of need this truck still. Oh no. It is bundled up. There's no garage nearby with my oodles of money. Well, let's just tow back. Don't worry, we'll fix this real quick. In fact, maybe, you know what? Let's do a little adjustments to it. Let's change up the tires. I think we need to change the tires on it. This is actually part of the show. Thanks for watching. We're gonna do this. We're gonna keep that loan payment so we remember where we came from.
Yeah. You're still filling your payments at 90 million? Yeah, man.
Bank,
I just didn't let them banks know.
bank's just begging for it back. Like, please, you don't need it. We know it.
You have the money.
That's right. So I want to change my wheels here. Out to Bella and his beautiful wheels. Let's go for, actually, we'll just search in here. The phasers. I like the phasers. Well, I like the Steelies the most.
Thomas asks, what does the criminal economy adjustment do? It makes the dashcam footage much more valuable or less valuable, whatever you choose.
Yep. It's not the long-awaited giant criminal update that may or may not be planned. If that's what you're wondering.
But, it's not a leak towards anything like that because we don't even know.
Yeah, we have visions for the stuff we want to see and do, and we want it to be a certain way and such. And there's some more pieces need to be in play for that to come to fruition as of right now.
At least better AI, as everyone knows.
Yeah.
AI is amazing.
That's the thing with criminal stuff. What's so fun about criminal stuff? You got to run away from something. And right now, even in the current version that we got going on, there's big issues with just having the regular roaming police. So it's don't worry though, it's in our.
We're pushing in other directions.
Yep, we haven't forgotten though. So we went and changed our wheels. You can probably guess why. Let's try not to wreck it before we get there. Oh man, I had to air it out. That was awesome. Woo! I love this game. Remember we were doing drag racing on little, budget builds in our budget tuning shop that made us, billionaires or whatever we are now. Now we're just going off and crawling or off-roading. So fun. Okay, so the place I was trying to not show you, I was going to show you from the other direction, but we'll show you from this direction, is a new little place because there's been a lot of popularity and requests for more mud racing, mud drag stuff. So the only place in Utah that makes sense to have any mud is by the water, especially below the dam. So we have a new little mud area with a single FRE here. Now, I'm embarrassed to say this, but I only found out recently that there is actually a vanilla mud texture. I never knew it. For the last year, I've been adding mud to places and enjoying mud stuff. Never knew East Coast was actually where the mud was. And so I'm happy to say we now have East Coast mud textures here, along with some like decaling and texturing to make it look a little better. There is a free roam event here. And it goes from basically, I think it's shallow mud to medium mud to deep mud. There's really not any bounty hole depth mud unless you go like right next up to the dam there. And this mud is much smoother. I didn't make it all pocketed. This is now you can really just lay out and have confidence that you're not going to break your suspension in the mud. Let's do a staging here. This is not a drag race, it's more of a mud run. So the idea here is you actually have to go past this rock. Oh no. Okay, so we gotta fix some mud parts. Why is it? Okay, that's weird. Mud works down here, but one of our mud trains is not working. Huh. That's disappointing. All that was supposed to be really soupy, sloppy mud. How did that stop working though? Huh. That's gonna be a hot fix. I'm gonna fix that tonight. What was that?
Have anything in your levels folder?
I don't know. Yeah. Normally, maybe it's a depth map issue, actually. No, it's... Oh. I think it's a ground train issue. We'll deal with it later. But yeah, so it's basically a big mud pit. Hold on, here's the actual mud. And wait for it. There it is. There's some mud. It's really fun. Really fun and enjoyable. There's the deep stuff. You don't want to get too close to that. Like I just did. Gotta get out of this. There we go. I'll get that fixed tonight. If you've already downloaded the Utah, expect an update here in a couple hours or so. Maybe less. But yeah. That is basically all the changes to Utah. Hopefully the last pieces added, because we've added a lot to Utah. If you guys don't remember, there's just a ton of stuff. I mean, we got the dam, obviously. We got the river that runs all the way up. We have the super secret garage that I've been showing off in my latest videos. We have some other really cool garages like this off-road park here. Justin Rev's own house. He's such an off-road nut. Tons of off-road trails along these edges here and ridges. They're really technical, really difficult, but also really rewarding. And then, of course, some really cool delivery points, especially after the construction areas and such. So I think this is me declaring it's a feature stop on Utah. We're not adding anything else. This is what it's going to be, and we'll get this to public release as soon as we can, as soon as we fix some more bugs and issues with it. All right. Well, there we go. Any last minute questions, concerns, thoughts, outbursts, exciting outbursts, emotional outbursts? This is we only have 2 things to show, but they are 2 massive things that took a lot of work. How are you feeling now that we've finished stage 1, Tristan?
I'm feeling good. I'm glad everyone was excited. I expected excitement. Internally there was excitement, so yeah. What else could we expect?
It's always a good sign.
Yeah. So yeah, I think I'm excited. I'm happy that it released regardless of the state. You know, a lot of people are very perfectionists. Not to say I'm not, but you know, you have to let go, otherwise things never release. And yeah. That's right. But I think we're going to be in a great direction. I think people are going to love this update. You know, the what we have for the end is such a big plan for this. And I want to just reiterate that not only was the tuning shop made, all the foundational elements to make businesses was made. Mm-hmm. So
banking
this week was a ton of work.
It was. That guy CJ asked, quick question, how do you get the YouTube mods once installed? So if you guys don't know, you have the As Seen on TV mod collection, which is the collection of the configs that we've created in our almost over a year of doing YouTube stuff. Oh my gosh, Ghostbuster, we'll get to you in a second.
Wow.
And if you want to play with those As Seen on TV mods, you can get them from the Discord. You have a special YouTube membership once linking your YouTube with your Discord to be able to download out of the Discord for that mod. Ghostbuster, thank you so much. He says thank you so much for the hard work with a $300 donation. And I'm pretty sure, Ghostbuster, that's not your first one, so greatly appreciate it. It really helps and adds a real nice cherry on top for probably I mean, you said it yourself, Tristan. This is probably the week we've worked the hardest in our year of doing this stuff, or at least maybe the most. I think we tallied it up. Just effectively the business lines of code, right? Was it what, 8,600 codes or 8,600 lines of code, 8,600 lines of code to get that business stuff working? Oh, he's so exhausted.
What was it? Sorry?
It was what, like 8,600 lines of code to get the business stuff functioning and working.
Oh, only in UI. There was
that's just the UI.
6,000 of pure Lua.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, so it's been
something close to 14 to 15,000 lines of code was created and written. It's just, there was so much. Not to say that a lot of it wasn't copy paste from other things, right, so I can't say it's all
not handwritten. You didn't write a huge essay, but
yeah, but it's
feels good. Evan Sterling asks loading screens. Did that get pushed? Do you know?
Yeah. I guess if loading screens weren't around before, then they're in now.
Yeah. So
there's things that we don't even realize. Like there's so much that go on.
It is. So Shift Tab is
loading screens make the Shift Tab.
Yeah, Shift Tab's made some thumbnails and apparently some loading screens he snuck into the latest beta. So you have some really cool custom loading screens there. I know there's a lot more planned and on the way. I think it's one of those, like, he threw in 4 to see if they work, and they were really test loading screens. They weren't even the real deals or the real plan. And so I guess enjoy that, and hopefully in the next week or so we'll see an actual real version for that. But yeah, that's a little extra on top there. It's funny. Whew. Man, I think I'm ready to go like eat something. Stream, do we want to keep playing? Should we do another? Should we start a more legit business and maybe not withdraw the money? You guys want to see some more business action? Please get Tristan a pizza or something. I don't know. I think I'm gonna get.
So I'm gonna go get some.
Now, Tristan, get back to work. What do you think? We got another update next week. What are you doing?
Yeah, but I want you guys to know that, like, that's not even how this stuff works at RLS. We all do this like just purely on passion. Like, none of this would happen. Yep. It's not. We're greatly appreciative that we can do this for a living. It's not specifically about the money. The money's just so we can live. Yeah. And we are greatly appreciative of everyone who donates in any kind of way, Patreon or anything. Ghostbuster, yeah, that's amazing. That people decide to send so much money, but
that's the support.
We are just very grateful that we get to do this.
It's almost, we feel like it's an owed deal to, it unlocks time, right? So with all the support you give us, is well, we have all the support. That means we have all the time. Let's spend all of our time and go as hard as we can for, as long as we can. I mentioned it at the very beginning when we first went full time. Is we're going to run this as long as we can, and through everyone's support, we have a very long and bright future ahead of us. And so this, like I always say, this is only the beginning. There's so much more on its way. And now we just got to figure out a way to clone Tristan, because he's an absolute animal of a workhorse. And then we can move forward. But another thing we talk about too is there is a lot of value in having a small team. I know a lot of people will sometimes say, oh, like, you should join the dev team, or, you're doing way better than the devs are doing. But that's not the case. It's more of, we have different rules we don't have to go by, is probably the best way to say it. There's a lot less red tape, and there's just the two of us that we work so well together. We don't ever have
very high trust. So
it's very high trust. Yep. And it's also the way our structure is, this is a beta. Things are going to be broken. Whereas if we were like, hey, this is a paid mod, here's the next release, and then it's broken, that's a whole nother story. And so it allows that there's enough leeway there for us to have that kind of trust, make mistakes, get messy, and eventually learn from them and come out with some amazing stuff. So yeah. So Justin, here's your new dirt drags. Go check it out, see what kind of runs you're getting. I don't know if I accidentally shortened the distance or what, but I saw a 397 on my 4-wheel drive dirt drag. I don't know if you're in the 3s yet, I can't remember. But now I'm going to get back to tuning my dirt drag truck and seeing if I can seeing what kind of best time we can get. We might have to do some kind of multiplayer event to go against each other heads to head or something like that. It'd be kind of fun. But
Evan Starling said, if you didn't read it, he asked about adding a secret garage to Pepper Valley. He's wondering that if he sends it to you, would it be able to make it in?
Send it. You can send it to me. We can take a look at it. Yeah, if you have the DAE set up or something. Absolutely. There's been a lot of user contribution to a lot of stuff we make, like the house in West Coast made by Megs, right? So if you got something that you think is up to a high quality, and we can take a look and see if we can find a spot for it in Pepper Valley. Wheelwright says, can you place better trees? It would go a long way. So these are trees out of the game. There probably is a way. However, you guys understand, BeamNG is really intensive.
This is the desert.
Well, that, and it's a desert. But BeamNG is really intense. It already takes a lot to run it, and so adding more would be. We're trying to not alienate, those that don't have good enough specs to play this on good quality and stuff. So we try to keep it somewhat close to what vanilla should be able to run, at least for now. We have aspirations.
In school. Come on, man.
What did you say? Stay in school?
He said, well, I'm gonna have to skip school next week. No.
No.
Keep going. No rush.
Yeah, you're good. School's important. Look at Tristan. He kept going to school. I did too, but I'm not a great example. Oh shoot, I can't turn this thing around. Low IQ here.
I don't think I got this job, or if you could call this a job, from going to school, but that's not a good example. But I learned a lot. Stay there.
That's right.
I learned how to work on stuff you hate, so when you get to something that you love,
that's right. That's true though. I mean, we both did jobs that we really didn't like. I was in the trenches for a long time. Life threw a lot of curveballs, but man, through an unbelievably large amount of hard work, we are in a great spot now. So yes, all the shallow mud that stopped working. I'll look into it. I think it should be a simple change. When I'm working with all these material stuff, stuff gets saved in like 3 places, and if I grab the wrong one, then I lose data. So that's probably what happened there. And so Justin, don't pull yet. Let me get you some mud. Let me get you the correct mud, because I know you're going to do a video on the mud drags here real soon. There are mud runs, and I want you to have the actual working mud. But I didn't see. I don't know if somebody said anything. I think. Let me know what kind of streams you guys want to do. Maybe there's some room this weekend for a stream. I think I need to end the stream today, and probably do this fix, and we'll play some more together another time. But
Thomas said he had one last question.
Okay.
Why did you hide your screen? Well, I could only suspect one specific reason, right? I don't know. I'm not going to say more about that, but I can only suspect one reason.
You've seen it, and it is... How do I... Here's going to be your last teaser. It's not even a teaser. Well, it's a teaser, but it's not going to be a hint. I've been really excited for the fast automotive garage stuff and the shop stuff. However, what I had to hide my screen for also had me equally excited, and it was hard to break away from it to come do this stuff. Let's just say it's that exciting to me, and it's gonna solve a lot of things. You know what? Actually, here's a little hint. Here's a little teaser. There's been a lot of talk about Utah and its crawling being too aggressive and too much and just too extreme. You have to have 44s to make it, kind of thing. I have a plan for there to alleviate that need, but it's not going to be in Utah. I'm going to leave it at that. That's it. That's
Joshua says, East Coast RLS, LOL. No. I don't think we're going to do East Coast.
No.
East Coast was already done.
Yep.
So I don't think there's any reason to really go that route.
Jay Polosis made his own East Coast career compatible mod. And I played it a little bit. I've heard a lot of good things about it. I know Justin really enjoys it. I honestly just don't have a lot of time to play, period. So that's why I haven't played it much. But other people make mods for career too, or at least I can never say his name correctly. Jolopoulos. He has a Patreon, so go check him out. He offers, I think, East Coast for free. I'm not sure how his business model works.
Yeah, I know East Coast is free. I know he has a Jungle Rock mod.
Oh, that's right.
I know there's some other people who who do mods for RLS maps too. So, you know, just look around. There are people who are doing it. Not sure if they're mentioning it on the forums, but yeah, just look out, you know.
And if you want to do one, you're by all means go for it. You know, you can do
Yeah,
your own
you're
Utah. Do something different. There's plenty of space for all of us to create some really cool things. So,
yep.
with
We want there to be amazing mods in the market, and we want to make our mod as moddable as possible. So yeah, do your thing, and yeah, hopefully people enjoy what you work on, and that's the goal.
That's right. But with that, thanks so much for watching. Enjoy the betas. We'll do a couple hot fixes throughout here, so be on the lookout. And we'll see you later. Have a good one.
Bye.